Hello, good morning everyone. Adam here at Kenyon Classic Cars in Clarence, Iowa. And this morning I am going to show you a badass car. Now this thing is a 2008 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 Super Snake. Yes, it is a snake. This car has 725 horsepower. And I drove this car this morning, and what a rush. This car is super, super fun to drive. This car is finished in this silver gray metallic, and it's a very, very rare color. You don't see that many of them in this color combination. I have all the specs on my desk up there, but I forgot to bring them down here to my picture room with me. But this thing is immaculate from front to back. Has 4,700 original miles on it. That's right, 4,700 miles on this Super Snake. And this thing is as good as it gets. Look at those wheels on this car. They even say Shelby forged Super Snake in them. Center caps have Super Snake. Sides of the car, all sorts of Super Snake logos on this car. And you know, a friend of mine, I bought this car, and a friend of mine told me, he said, you're gonna really crap your pants when you drive that car because they run really, really good. And I have a 2021 Shelby GT500 Mustang in Grabber Yellow. It's one of my personal cars, and I'm not so sure this car won't outrun it. I mean, it'd probably be pretty close. This thing really, really runs very well. Just like I say, it's a badass car. If you're looking for a collector car that you can drive down the road and put a few miles on each year and still have it worth a lot of money, here it is. This car is super, super slick. There's not a ding, there's not a scratch, there's not a scrape, I don't think there's a rock chip in the whole car. It's as perfect as you can find one. And it is absolutely sweet. I'm having a hard time not keeping this car for myself. Super Snake. It is number 73. They produced, supposedly they made 1,000 Super Snakes in 2008. But from what I am reading, I'm not so sure that that is correct. I think they actually made less of these Super Snakes than what they had planned on. And maybe some of you avid Super Snake fanatics and collectors maybe could fill me in on some of my information. That would be excellent as well. But there's your Shelby Automotive, Las Vegas, Nevada, Carroll Shelby, Super Snake, number 73. Your gauge is up there. Oil pressure, fuel pressure, your boost gauge. I had the traction control on when I took this thing down the road earlier this morning. The fuel gauge, the fuel light was on. It said 4 miles till empty, so I figured, well, I better go put a little bit of fuel in it. So I had the traction control on this car, and I'm like, okay, I got on it a little bit, and you know, it's got a little bit squirrely, and then that traction control kicked in, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I went and got gas, and on the way back from the gas station, I turned that traction control off, and I let her rip for a second. And I'm telling you, if you don't know how to drive a supercar, fast car, then you probably better not buy this thing, or if you do, you better learn some respect for these cars before you go out and just open them up and think you're gonna Ricky race them around, because this thing's no joke. Yep, there we go, put that up. There's that awesome engine compartment. All your tanks here, your overflow tanks, your catch cans, they all say Super Snakes on the lid. Your oil cap, Super Snake. The car's just as clean as it was, you know, brand new from the factory. There's your Ford Racing carb sticker. Just a sweet, sweet car. I kind of like this car too because it, you know, it kind of reminds you of Eleanor with the colors and the scoops and the wings. You know, I know it's the modern car, but it's kind of the modern version of Eleanor. $4,781 miles on this thing. It's just as perfect as you're going to find one. No wear on the seats. Super, super nice car. She sounds good. Runs good, drives good. I'm going to take you for a little ride in this thing. I'm by myself, like I told you before. My cameraman not here this morning. So, not sure where he went. He must have maybe had too fun of a weekend, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to be by myself on this particular test ride, so you're going to have to bear with me a little bit. I will take it out and rip on it a little bit for you. Putting my hood pins back in here. Now these do not have your traditional hood latch on the car. You can pull the lever all you want inside the car and it does nothing because the hood pins hold the hood down. It does have a safety release catch there on the outside, so your hood won't blow up if you do forget to put your hood pins in. Gotta take it real easy here. These cars do sit really low to the ground, so you gotta be careful where and when and where you park them. Looks like I left the lights on the last car I just took a video of. Need to go take care of that in a second here. While we're going for a ride here, Kenyon Classic Cars, Clarence, Iowa. www.kenyonauto.com, K-I-N-I-O-N auto.com. Give us a call today, 563-452-2450. We stock between 100 and 125 collector cars. Usually try to have something for everybody. We buy, sell, and trade muscle cars, collector cars, and regular vehicles every single day. So it's a great day here at Kenyon Classics, Kenyon Auto Sales. It's Monday morning. It's November. The weather's great. 65 degrees outside. Very, very nice day. The steering on these cars is so nice and so tight. They corner like they're on rails. I know my Shelby GT500, I took a friend of mine for a ride in it, and he wanted me to let him out of the car. He says, let me out, screaming like a little girl, wanting out of that car because he was getting scared. I took a 50-mile-an-hour corner at 105 maybe, and he was scared, and you know, it's okay. We let him out. I think he had to visit the bathroom after that, but anyway, that's my old buddy Dick Moan. We're going to turn around here at our little turnaround spot, and I will get on this thing a little bit. I'm going to have to watch the camera so don't go flying off my dash, but I ordered the camera mount for my phone for the dash of these cars, but I haven't received that yet. We're going to try to do something a little different. She'll break them loose, and this thing's such a blast to drive. That's 100 miles an hour. We probably better slow it down a little bit. I can't hold this camera still and do this. This car is 100% badass. If you want a badass Shelby GT500 Super Snake, give us a call today, 563-452-2450, and we will have this car waiting for you. This car will come to you shipped in an enclosed trailer, and you are absolutely going to love this car. Every time you get in it, you're going to have a smile on your face. I really appreciate everybody watching our videos. Please follow our YouTube channel, Kenyon Classics. Subscribe and never miss another great classic car. I hope everyone has a great Monday. I hope you have a great week. Me and my wife are heading to Vegas for the rest of the week, so we're going to go out and have a little bit of fun. But all my sales guys in the office here be glad to take care of you. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Talk to you later, guys.